Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for One Piece chapters 1092 and 1093. Gonna try to keep the intro really short before we get into reading, just because my computer hasn't been the greatest lately, and I'm actually kind of worried. I brought Bingo back because I said I would. Yeah, I don't know if jumping back and forth between the Bingo card and the actual chapter is going to be like making my recording laggy or anything, so I am a little bit concerned about that. So I'm going to try to keep things short and to just not ramble on too much. But last week I was running so far behind that the earliest I would have been able to work on One Piece was like Sunday, and the official translation was out already. So I was like, I'll just wait like 2-3 days for the scans to come out and then just do 1092 and 1093 together. I think we're actually having another break week after this. And yeah, I said something last time, but I really don't mind breaks. I think that creators should take the time to do whatever they need to do to create whatever they're making. It is a little bit of a bummer just because One Piece has been just so scant and boring lately. So it is what it is, but I'm just gonna try to look forward to it anyway. Like I said, even if I think One Piece is solidly below average right now, it's still something you can have fun with, still something you can enjoy for what it is, and I'm just going to try to make my own fun with it. For the bingo board this time around, like I said, always, I got rid of 5, added 5 new ones, and I'll leave a link in the comments and description if before continuing this video you want to generate your own card, but I tried to keep all of the things that were the most possible, reasonable, and the 5 new things I added, I wanted to make things that were kind of possible, so this should be the very easiest for us to get a bingo on. Yeah, I think that was about it. Let's go over that before I read. We got Devil Fruit Awakening, new cover story, Zoan Transformation. New Vegapunk technology is one of the new spaces. That's anything where Vegapunk pulls out, like one of the Vegapunks are like, this is my insert technology name here, Ariser, and it does this. The Seraphim, Bonnie uses her devil fruits, another new one. Frankie, Kuma was an old one. I did have 2 spaces, Kuma in a flashback or Kuma not in a flashback, but since it seems like we're not going to see the flashback for right now, I just put Kuma in general, whether it's flashback or not. Carrot Andor, Zunisha, Gorosei, any of the 10 Titanic captains. Revolutionaries are coming to Egghead, Free Space, which we can go ahead and click. Lost Slash Beppo, a named attack, and Admiral, any other island than Egghead. Sentomaru's Fine is a new one I added, because Sentomaru last chapter, 1091 for me, just got sort of blitzed and taken out by Kizaru, and Kizaru caught up to Luffy in them, I think. Was at the end of last chapter, I think. I'm pretty sure he made it there, and he clashed, and Luffy smiled and was like, "Oh, hey, he's here," or whatever, I think. Yeah, so Sentomaru, if we show Sentomaru and it's just like, oh, he's fine. Egghead Butt fan service, a non-monster trio strat does something important, is going to be a little bit of a weird one. In the months that I've been doing this, I tried to avoid things that were like opinion-based, like, oh, the chapter is boring, because it's like, if I really like it, but you find it boring, like, it's a matter of opinion, or if I find it boring, not everybody else will. So I tried to do things that weren't a matter of opinion. This is kind of the closest to an opinion thing. I'm going to set the bar really, really low for something important, because they need it. We got Smoker, we have a Vice Admiral name reveal, Bounty reveal, Flashback is a new one I added just in general, and Where's Caribou? So either way, with that out of the way, let's actually go ahead and start reading 1092. So 1092, I actually clicked onto it right before recording, and it said Tyrant Kuma's Rampage. So actually, I really think that as long as we don't spend the next 2 chapters away from Egghead, given the title of this, we're actually in pretty good shape. We could even get a full blackout if, like, Oda went really nuts. But either way, 1092, Tyrant Kuma's Rampage Through the Holy Land. And we have cover request by Katahijime. Jinbei swimming with the aid of massive remores that are trying to cozy up to him. Alright. And then, one day ago at Mariwa, the invincible slave has returned. Kuma managed to climb all the way up. Soldiers, stop him. He's too much. And then, he's trying to go somewhere. And then, 1 page down is all it takes. 1 page down, and we don't have a new cover story, but we do already get Kuma and an island other than Egghead Like, very quickly. I think that's all so far. But yeah, let's get back to reading then. And then Ursus shock. Oh my god. And then, what do you think you're doing? Picking up where the Revolutionary Army left off, and we're actually seeing a Kainu do something is even rarer than seeing a Straw Hat other than the Monster Trio do something. The damage here you've done, or the damage you've done here, is unprecedented. Kuma. So we actually have an Admiral and hold on, we had a named attack as well, the Ursus Shock. Where's named attack? I know I have it up here. There it is. Wow, okay, so yeah, we're filling this in already, and we have 2 chapters. We've been through 2 pages. Fleet Admiral Sakazuki. And then you miserable excuse for miserable excuse for a guard. Sorry, my throat. We see some God, what are they? The Tenryubito. Akainu. I wanted lobster for dinner last night, and they told me it was out of stock. We see that the revolutionaries sort of starving them out is starting to work. This has never happened before. How could you let the food supply of Meriwa dwindle? Never mind that. You've allowed someone to hurt us. Hurry and defeat Kuma the tyrant. Execute that lowly slave. Well, Kuma, if we can't control you, this is it. We can't allow dangerous men like you to run wild. Your personality was supposed to have been erased years ago. Where in the world could a walking corpse like you have to go to? Hell Hound! And he takes out a chunk of his face, similar to what happened to Whitebeard. All right. Seems you do still have blood pumping in those veins, because he's bleeding. Hold it, Kuma! And he starts running away. And like we see the dot in the distance in the speed line, so it looks like he propels himself. So if he is jumping the red line, basically, I guess he is trying to get to Egghead. So it's interesting. I guess maybe he will show up to Egghead to either die or have some memory reincarnation stuff go on. Okay. It doesn't matter how much you cry about it. Kuma's consciousness will never return. He volunteered to be reborn as a weapon. And we have a flashback. Liar, he'd never offer himself up. He'd never. Akainu, where'd Kuma go? He'd never leave me behind. So this is way back when we saw Blackbeard run away that time. You let him escape, and you have the gall to call yourself Fleet Admiral. Where could you be going? You've lost your will, your mind, everything. You're just a damn puppet now. And then, okay, we're going back to Egghead, but before we do, we did see some things. We saw a flashback. Let's see, is there anything else we saw here? I don't think so. I think that might have been it. All right. Technically, if you count Kuma, I'm not going to count Kuma as a revolutionary because that's not what I meant by the space. I meant like the Revolutionary Army. So revolutionaries, plural. I'll wait. We didn't see Bonnie use her devil fruit yet. None of this other stuff. We didn't see any of the Gorosei, even though we were at Meriwa. Yeah, no Seraphim yet, or new technology, no Zoans. Alright, well then, let's continue onward. Egghead in the New World. Destroy the weaponized sea beasts. And we see, what are they? The Pacifista attacking the sea beasts. We've made landfall at the Fabria Stratum. Proceed with the occupation of the island. Admiral Kizaru's gone ahead to infiltrate. The Labostratum above the clouds. And then, it's clear you really are the man who took down Kaido. And we have Luffy and Snake Man clashing with Kizaru. You're a tough one, and yet I have to wonder why a pirate like you would want to protect Vegapunk. Right back at ya. Why do you want to kill Apple Gramps? Want? Huh? How far did he fly? It's not like I want to, and he's way out there. It's not like I want to kill him. I've known Vegapunk for a long time, you know. Now, please don't get in the way. After all, acceleration is power. And he sends himself flying forward and sends Luffy off with a kick. We see the Vega Force looking back. Vega Force 01 is finally finished. The giant robot mankind has always dreamed of. And we have a flashback of Vegapunk saying it. Oh, and Luffy got sent straight through it. Like, completely bisecting it. And then crashing, I guess that's into the barrier, because Luffy can't go through it like Kizaru can. Okay. And then we have Frankie and Bonnie falling out. And the sunny landing, or falling on the clouds at least. I don't know if it's making that landing. But we do see Frankie. And we do see, was Kizaru a, no, just Admiral. I thought Kizaru might have been a space. Okay, yeah, I don't think there's anything else here. Because I'm not counting what Luffy does as a Zoan transformation. I'm talking like real Zoan. And then we see Frankie, Bonnie, run. Sorry, I was looking back up at the Bonnie panel to see if there was a headbutt fan service. Frankie, Bonnie, run. Lilith. Vega Force 01's going to... And then it explodes, and we see the three of them silhouetted at the explosion. Damn it, the 01 was our dream robot. I'm not letting this slide. Is the Sunny alright? Straw Hat got blown away. Kizaru, you scum. You've gotten a bit taller, Bonnie. Kids these days sure do grow fast. I'm here on orders to eliminate Dr. Vegapunk. It's so weird, because I thought that Oda had given us a concrete age for Bonnie. I thought she was like 20-something. But they've, like, he and God, what is he? Saturn both implied that she was a kid. You have it out for him, right? Don't get in the way. Let's just say I realized that the person I should be targeting is someone else. Timely thrust. Whoops, and he dodges out of the way. I'm not going to count that as her using her power, because she attempted to, but didn't succeed. I also don't think I'll count that as butt fan service. That's not gratuitous enough to me. Please don't make me hurt more old friends than I have to for this mission. Kizaru's very interesting, and he goes for a kick to the back of the head, but it seems like she avoids it. Wah! Watch out, he's behind you. And then, or maybe he was just making it seem like it was an attack to her, but he was firing off toward because we have Kya coming from the explosion. Maybe he was just firing off toward Luffy at the distance at the wall. Bonnie, Kizaru, you bastard, take this. Radical... What? Where'd he go? He disappeared? Oh no, the Still is in danger. Hey, control room. Usopp. And then, Labistratum control room. Everything okay, Frankie? We just heard a huge bang. Eureka, we've cracked the code. Really? Take that, York. Huh, you bastards did it? Damn geniuses. Frankie-kun. And then, Frankie-kun, we can disable the barrier. Has the Vega Force 01 carried your ship to the back of the island? No, your escape plans failed, Vegapunk. I'm afraid your dream robot is far out of reach after what I did to it. And then, Kizaru, when did you... And sorry, I'm trying not to look to the left. We're done for. Please understand. This isn't an easy mission for me. And I don't want it to drag it out. Yeah, that hurts. Ah, yeah. And we have laughing. And we see Gear 5 Luffy is giant. Man, it really burns. Okay, so we did get hit again. And he's grabbing Kizaru. We have everybody's eyes popping out. There you are. This is... You have some nerve knocking me all the way down there. I had to cross that barrier twice. I thought it was going to kill me. Okay. So maybe he did knock him out and he had to push back in or something? Interesting. Hold on. I'm just looking. We see this power cord, though. Or no, that's Luffy on top of the building itself. That's the thing going up to the building. Luffy's just giant. And then we see the Ancient Warrior from before. And we have the drums sound effect. An uncanny glint in its eyes. I wonder if it'll be related to Kuma somehow. Because, you know, you had Kuma climbing the red line, it climbed the red line, and now it's waking back up. Or I wonder if it'll be, like, sentient at all, or if it is just, like, sort of a soulless robot. That's super interesting, though. But either way, I'm going to go to the next chapter. We still have another chapter to read. We're only halfway through this. But before I do, is there anything else? Devil Fruit Awakening, because that's what Gear 5th is. We need butt fan service and Caribou. Yeah, I think that's our best bet so far, is butt fan service is an easy one. Caribou is maybe the difficult one. Because we still don't know what, the Titanic captains, we don't know what Blackbeard's ship was there to do. I mean, you could think maybe pick up Caribou because Caribou's working with somebody. Blackbeard just kind of makes sense. I won't count Bonnie using her Devil Fruit yet. No new Vegapunk technology, I would think. It's just all stuff dealing with existing technology that we know about. Yeah? Okay, well, I guess that's where we end 1092. Let's go on to 1093 next. And as we move on to 1093, I see that it is titled Luffy vs. Kizaru. And we have Kobe and Helmeppo on the cover with some kind of like sugar gliders, monkey, something. Tarsier. And then Tarsier means glasses monkey. It says, request by Blackbean, Tarsier brothers steal Kobe and Helmeppo's glasses. Okay, cute. Alright, still no new cover spread. We have Giant Luffy, Gear 5th, grabbing onto Kizaru still. She. Luffy, free as can be. Again, I don't think Nami's... like, that's just their outfit. That's not fan service. That's not gratuitous enough for me to call it buff fan service for Nami here. Some of the earlier Egghead panels, I would get it. I would see it. But this is just their outfit. Well, this is a pickle. And then, hey now, and he's just getting swung around. Be gentle with me. And he just gets tossed. Yeah. He went flying. Luffy and Kizaru's personalities clashing is hilarious. We should use this chance to get out of here. Yeah, leave Kizaru to Luffy. Where are you going, Atlas? I'm going to the lower stratum. I'm going to override the Pacifista's current objectives. Honestly, last chapter, I didn't really mention the quality of it. Last chapter was really good, and so far I'm finding this fun. It's just fun. It's not like the best, but it's fun. I'm enjoying these. Well, if I don't, we'll be fried by their lasers the second we drop the barrier, says Atlas. Good thinking. Whoever controls the Pacifista will win this fight, and no one on the island has a higher command authority than us Vegapunks. That's true as well, because the sea beasts are getting taken out by the Pacifista. So the Pacifista are pretty strong. They are useful, but they do have vice admirals down there. Just a second, Atlas. I'm coming with you, says Stella. Huh? You think we're going to let you go, old-timer? The whole point's to keep you alive. I know, it's just... Frankie-kun, come in. It seems Bonnie was knocked down to the lower stratum. Can you confirm? Interesting. She survived? That's great. Kizaru kicked her face first into the barrier and... Oh, she's the one that got sent flying? I didn't really get that from the panel before. Geez, so she really got just absolutely drilled into the barrier then, if that was her. How could a strapping young lad like you let that happen to her? My bad. I'll go help her right away. But the barrier's still up. Hey, this is Sanji. I want in on this Bonnie rescue mission. Second floor, building A. So if like Frankie and Sanji are going there, that kind of maybe sets up for Vice Admiral fights maybe for them. Vegapunk, I've got everything you asked me to bring aboard. I'll head back to the exit. Let's all rendezvous there, says Jinbei. Meanwhile, on the Fabria stratum down below. Gotta stay away from the city center. Jewelry Bonnie must be close by. Be on your guard, she could be hiding anywhere. Oh, flip. If you're careless, she'll age warp you. Son of a... Where'd that whippersnapper run off to? And we have Bonnie using her powers. And then she's all bruised and bloody, hiding behind a destroyed wall. Damn it. Blast her to bits. We've spotted Sentomaru. He's been burned to a crisp. Okay, Sentomaru is charred. Maybe not fine. Sentomaru. And then, Kya. We have her falling. And Sentomaru catches her. Sentomaru. Bonnie, get out of here. The Marines are coming. Sentomaru. I don't know if I should count that as Sentomaru is fine or not. I don't know if Sentomaru's fine. What should I do? I didn't think that would be a matter of opinion. I mean, I guess Sentomaru's not dead, so I guess in that sense Sentomaru's fine. What should I do? Can I hide until the heat dies down? I'm going to go over to the card then, if possible here, to say Bonnie uses the Devil Fruit, and I will give Sentomaru is fine. So we need Bounty Reveal, Zoan Transformation for that. Isn't impossible, I guess, but fan service and Where's Caribou, I don't think we're... I'm surprised with a card this stacked. I guess we just didn't have a good order. We've filled in so many. If we had a better card with it, we could have had it. But Wow, I'm shocked. Like, I felt like this, with 2 chapters in a row, was our most stacked chance to get bingo, and I still don't think it's going to happen for us. We have Labistratum. Ha ha ha. Oh, Zoro, you guys are really doing it down there. And then, need a hand? You just focused on Kizaru. Oh, right. Zoro's fighting, Lucci. Lucci is also using Awakening. Interesting, but so sad. So sad that I felt like Lucci was going to go on some, like, character development. I guess I read Wano. I shouldn't be surprised at no character arcs. Yeah, I don't know. He's kind of like Swiper No Swiping. What is it? Team Rocketified. He's just sort of little kid villain for Zoro to beat up so that Zoro has something to do this arc. If this is the best he's got, it shouldn't fall to the captain to handle him. Is that so? Then I suppose the head of an emperor's number 2 is still a decent consolation prize. And again, he's even going back on his I won't hurt your friends until I take down you stuff. That was like a rivalry with Luffy. Like, I don't know, man. Just in the past couple chapters, how far Lucci has fallen. And then we have, I love freaking Kizaru, unfazed, unbothered. At this rate, I'm going to take a dip in the ocean. And he changes his trajectory to avoid hitting the water. Yasakani no Magatama. And he uses the sacred jewels. Interesting, and he can use that to travel. I didn't remember him. I thought he just used the mirror to travel before, but... And this was like a light blast, but he's using this to travel too. We have the little beams of light. Oh, forming into multiple Kizarus. He split. What the? And then Ame no Murakumo, and it's the last of the 3 Imperial Regalia. Alright, yeah, he used all 3 of these before, I'm pretty sure, like pre-time skip. Whoa, Luffy dodges. That hurt. Oh, he did get cut by it. Gumu Gumu, Booming Dawn Whip. Interesting, okay. Sorry, I need to stop saying interesting so much. I say it way too much. More Horo Horo ghosts? Which one's the real one? And then he seems to be conflating Peronis fruit power, it says. Gotcha. Gumu Gumu no Booming Dawn Stamp. Oh, he lined them up so we could hit them all at once with a stamp. Did I take out the real one too? And then, yeah, we have an explosion down below. No way, he's back there. Yeah, he got me. And we see him grabbing on to Usopp. Luffy. How strange. Vegapunk's not here. Huh? Hold on. Let me in, Vegapunk, says Sanji. What's gotten into you? You look like you're going to burst a blood vessel. And we have the Vega Tank 8. Sanji holding onto it. You know good marine brigands. Don't you dare lay a finger on her. Hang on, Bonnie. I'm coming. I'll be damned if I stand by while a little girl gets murdered. Again, the third person to say little girl. Weird, weird. Very weird. I'm going to count the Vega Tank as new Vegapunk technology. Not that that space helps us at all. We need a bounty reveal quick, because I'm counting Zoan transformation for Lucci, because it's not his base form. Anything else? No Zunisha or Carrot. No Gorosei yet. We could still get Gorosei. No Lara Beppo. I could get, probably not. Revolutionaries, because you know there's always a big, like, shocking thing at the end a lot of the time. Could be that. Yeah, no butt fan service yet, unless I missed something. I wouldn't say any of the non-Monster Trio Strats have done anything important, really. They've been around, at least Frankie and Usopp, but they haven't really done anything, and Nami hasn't really done anything. But, yeah, either way. Applegramps, don't go down, you're going to get yourself killed, says Luffy. And where do you think you're going, Vegapunk? And we have Kizaru aiming a laser. And then Luffy jumps into the way. Wow, my eyes, that's so hot. He just tinks it in the face. I'm tagging along, and we have Frankie hanging on as well. Lilith, use General Frankie to get the ship out of danger. Okie dokie. Okay, so Lilith is taking the Frankie Shogun. Then Egghead Port. Okay, we might see some stuff. Urgent update. Dr. Vegapunk is attempting to leave the Lapistratum and head down. I'm standing... Okay, that's just his accent. I'm standing by to deactivate the Frontier Dome. We can reseal it in a jiffy right after they pass. And then all pacifista units come in. This is an override command from Vegapunk. Your new mission is, Atlas is yelling, and they all look up, to eradicate every last Marine on the island. The tides, or are the tides about to turn? And we get one shot with the go, go, go menacing one shot of Saturn. And that is it. I don't think we got it. We did get Gorosei. We got so many. How did we not get a bingo out of this? This is insane. We got so many. And yet, no. Even if I did give, because this is kind of vague, even if I did say Frankie going down there with Sanji and stuff is important, it still wouldn't have given it to us. I'll say, you can say Frankie going down there is important because it leads to what Frankie's doing in the rest of the arc. But even then, this is wild that we got this many spaces and no bingos. But, like I said, I'll leave the link. I left it at the beginning. I said at the beginning I'd leave it in the comments and description. So if you generate your own card, there's a high chance one of you could have gotten bingo. High chance one of you could have gotten it, but no luck for me. I'm just really glancing over all of these again. Yeah, no luck. That is so wild that that much is filled in. I really thought that if anything, this would be the week to succeed. But either way, to talk less about the bingo and more about One Piece, it was okay. I mean, One Piece has kind of just been okay is good for the way that since we've been back to Egghead has been. I'm disappointed in some things, sure, but as much as I'm disappointed in some things, as in this arc could have gone much, much better, at the same time, this was fun. This was a fun 2 chapters. There's nothing to really complain about. Like, just because it wasn't amazing doesn't mean it was bad. It was just alright. But yeah, alright is good enough for me. I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. So thank you so much for watching. Crap, I just remembered I still haven't updated my patrons and members end card thing. Hopefully nobody new has joined. I need to check on that. But yeah, it's been like 1 day since I thought about it last. Either way, thank you so much for watching. Like if you did like the video, comment down there. Tell me what you thought of these chapters, my thoughts and reaction. Did you get a bingo? How well did you do? Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter if you want. If you do want a link to the Discord server, we can talk there as well. It's free and open for anyone. Just ask and I can give you a link to it. Yeah, if you want to help support the channel to help me to continue to make videos, you can drop a super thanks down below or become a patron at patreon.com/HakuOfTheTubes, or a link will be in the description, or become a member by hitting join down below. And patrons and members, I post these videos when the scans come out for patrons and members. Then when the official translation comes out, I make it public for everyone. So you do get One Piece early if you become a patron or member. You also get a shout out at the end of every single video. So thank you to people who are patrons and members. Like I said, haven't updated in like 3 or 4 days. So sorry if anybody's new. We have chosen regulars Evan Hawley, Magical Girls Evan Nono, Huarian and Smeller Dog, Cheeriton Student David Langstaff, Slayer Candidate SG, and Pure Element Pate Ardealal. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had fun too. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all next time.